When Jesus told his disciples that he was to be handed over to men, they will not able to comprehend it. Hindi nila naintindihan. Why? Because at that time, Jesus was doing miracles left and right. Maraming himala na ginagawa si Jesus. And perhaps they were asking themselves, how could this be possible that this miracle man will be handed over to authorities and afterwards suffer and die? Parang Superman to eh. Miracle man to eh. Paano mangyayari yun sa kanya? The disciples were oblivious, ignorant, because they did not fully know Jesus' mission. Part of Jesus' mission is to suffer and die. Jesus will suffer and die. Part of that mission is carrying the cross. Part of that mission is the crucifixion. And today the gospel reminds us, the moment we decide to follow Jesus, we must prepare ourselves for the sufferings that we have to go through. We cannot separate discipleship with the Lord with sufferings. To follow Jesus is to embrace sufferings also. The disciples did not understand. And our experience tells us, even us, for us, pains and sufferings are difficult to comprehend. Bakit ito nangyayari? Nagsisimba naman ako. Bakit namatay agad yung mahal ko sa buhay? Bakit may pandemic? Bakit ayaw pa rin matapos? Araw-araw naman kaming nagdadasal ng orasyo. Bakit? Pains and sufferings are difficult to understand. But Christian life always entails pains and sufferings. But pains and sufferings, my dear brothers and sisters, will always be a mystery. The cross will always be a mystery. And sufferings in the life of every Christian will always be a mystery. Sometimes that suffering can come from within the family. Sometimes that suffering can come from a trusted friend. Sometimes that suffering can come from the church, from the priest, religious, or bishops. Sometimes that pain and cross can come from the parishioners. Kala nyo kami lang ah. Sometimes that suffering can come from the same community, from the same friends. Sometimes that cross, that pain, can also come from yourself. You know your own weakness. You know your own sins. You know your own secrets in the closets, known only to God and you. And those will cause sufferings. I am reminded of this great saint, Saint Teresa of Avila. Saint Teresa de Avila was tempted by the devil. The devil appeared to her not as an ugly creature with thorns and tails. the devil appeared to Saint Teresa de Avila using the appearance, using the face of Jesus to fool her. Nagpakita ang demonyo kay Santa Teresa hindi bilang isang demonyo na maitim, may sungay, may buntot, may pangil at pangit. Nagpakita ang demonyo kay Santa Teresa kamukha ni Jesus para siya lokohin. Manloloko man talaga yung mga demonyo na yan. Di ba pag kami nanloloko sa atin, anong tawag yun? Demonyo yan. Demonyo talaga. Manloloko. But Saint Teresa, after a few moments of looking at the devil, she said, "You are not Jesus." Tinignan ni Santa Teresa yung demonyong nagpanggap na si Jesus. Pagkatapos ng ilang minuto, sabi niya, hindi ikaw si Jesus. The devil was surprised and asked her, "How did you know? How did you know that I am not Jesus?" Paano mo nalaman? Saint Teresa said to the devil, "Jesus have wounds. You have no wounds. You are not Jesus." Si Jesus may sugat. Ikaw, wala kang sugat. Hindi ikaw si Jesus. My dear brothers and sisters, Christ have wounds. Every disciple, every Christian must have wounds to prove that he or she is a Christian. It is not the wounds of sin, but it is the wounds of service. It is the wounds of prayer. It is the wounds coming from love. Remember, my dear brothers and sisters, without these wounds, you are a devil. Like the disciples, we may not perfectly understand pains and sufferings, but with faith in Christ, let us embrace this mystery. Let us embrace the cross. Let us embrace pains and sufferings.